Hello. So shines a full moon in a weary world. This is a 1 day calendar and a little communique from Soul Arts, Sea to Sky Astrology, and with your host, Mary-Lawrence Bevington. Let's go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-boo. Yeah. Welcome. Here we dance with clouds, bathe in moonlight, and tap into the rhythm of the spheres via energetics, numerology, and astrology. Da, 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 do. All right, here we go, folks. Amor Fati. It's Latin for love of fate. Just as we follow the four seasons, astrology tracks cycles. While lunacy is real, every full moon blesses us on Mother Earth. Sunlight turned moonlight at night, moody and expectant with possibilities. As she shines, the nectar in our crown chakras will brim and runneth over. Nature will invite us to let our hair down and dance among the standing stones. In a personal sense, we feel moon energy. Our emotions heighten, as well as our creative drives to conceive of and to birth ideas, art, projects. This April 1st and 2nd, Luna waxes to fullness at 12 degrees 20 minutes of the sign of Libra, ruled by Venus. If you look up at her, you'll see she's rounded out on her right side and that she's risen 51 plus or minus minutes later than the night prior and mostly in sync with our sun's set. The span of the full moon throughout the evening gives us a chance to rest, to express, to howl. Ow, 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 ow. While still in Libra's cardinal air, Luna will enter her third phase at 10:12 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. And now that actually is Greenwich Mean Time minus 5 hours. And then she'll begin to wane, noticeably so on her left side until she eventually disappears. This is how she rolls. Just before her moment of exact fullness, Luna will fly by Makemake, a dwarf planet, who reminds us to envision enlightened society and to care for the environment. Through the span of full moon time, Luna will oppose our sun, as always happens on a full moon, and the satellitium in Aries, ruled by Mars, and including Neptune, Saturn, Chiron, and Eris. It's a lot of opposition there. Come April 17th, she'll rendezvous with our sun in Aries, cardinal fire. So eventually she will join that cast of characters, which will have become in part bigger because by then Mercury will definitely be there. And I think Mars, yeah, for sure, because that happens really soon. Okay, that's for another one. Let's keep going with the full moon. One cycle tugging at us now and layering into our current vibe involves the planets Pluto and Saturn. See, on January 12th, 2020, they conjuncted at 22 degrees 46 minutes of Capricorn's cardinal Earth. Now, this past Saturn day, March 28th, while Luna was in Leo, these two, son and father in myth, aligned in a sextile, 60 degrees apart, with Pluto in Aquarius and Saturn in Aries. Sextiles have a yes and quality to them. It's subtle, but it often feels good. We experience some of what Pluto and Saturn bring as heavy, and yet the sextile configuration suggests an infusion of light beaming into the dark. In a calm tone, Pluto says, I'm going to push something towards its demise. And with confidence, Saturn says, show me your demo permit and I'll supervise and strategize. Because Luna calls on our emotions, however, during the full moon, we may have strong feelings about the numerous changes and even grief for the lives, places, and dreams lost. Libra, ruled by Venus in her spiritual mode, presses this inquiry. Might we find a way to surrender to the flow, to let go and invite in, to stretch ourselves beyond our normal limits within a world on fire? Might we find a way to love our fate? Okay, so then from here, I go into the little Kali. So I'll keep this short. You can look at the Kali. You have most of the intel in this recording as well, or some of it anyway. And I did include what I tend to include in terms of where everything is in the sky. It's like a written sky view, zooming out on the solar system. Hey, thanks y'all for stopping by. Appreciate you, yours, and carrying the light.